Tickety-Boo News. I wanted to get to this yesterday, and I didn't have time, but it was a column in the Wall Street Journal next to my column, yes, in yesterday's Wall Street Journal. Climate change has run its course. This is by Stephen F. Hayward. He's a resident scholar at the Institute of Governmental Studies at the University of California at Berkeley. And he says climate change is over. No, I'm not saying the climate will not change in the future, that human influence on the climate is negligible. I mean simply that climate change is no longer a preeminent policy issue. All that remains is boilerplate rhetoric from the political class, frivolous nuisance lawsuits, and bureaucratic mandates on behalf of special interest renewable energy rent seekers. He notices the way this issue has decayed, the way it has fallen apart as people started to realize that the price of fixing certain things was so high it would have essentially destroyed civilization. And instead, it was used by the left as an umbrella under which to sell their policies. He says a good indicator of why, listen, this is great, this is what I love, a good indicator of why climate change as an issue is over can be found early in the text of the Paris Agreement. The non-binding pact declares that climate action must include concern for gender equality, empowerment of women, and intergenerational equity, as well as the importance for some of the concept of climate justice. Because you know that if you don't have gender equity, the sun gets hotter. This is true. This is a physical, if you are not a feminist, the sun gets hotter and hotter until everybody dies. If you are a feminist, the sun cools down. That's the communication between people and the sun. Also, human sacrifice helps. So in other words, this issue had become a vehicle for causing panic. In panic, as Rahm Emanuel taught us, you don't let a crisis go to waste. In panic, people will give up their freedoms. That's what it was all about. That doesn't mean, I actually believe, of course, we should take care of our environment. Of course, we should follow the science and see what we have to do to keep the environment good, our climate working. But think about it for just a minute. They won't pay attention. He says this in the article. They won't pay attention to nuclear energy, which is so clean and so useful because it doesn't fit in with their green idea. So all they do is attack fossil fuels, which we need to run a civilization. So they're not serious about it. Until they get serious about it, we don't have to have a serious response. But ultimately, we will have to face the environment, make sure that the things we do not destroy the planet. Obviously, we all want that. And by the way, I think we will do it once the leftists get out of the way. I think the technology will come about and we will take care of it. It's not that I don't think there are climate threats, but I don't think the climate movement will deal with them. That's what I'm saying. I think they're just leftists spreading panic and creating crisis, so we'll surrender to what they want. That's it. All right. We'll be back tomorrow. We have Selena Zito, right? Excellent. Selena Zito, she wrote The Great Revolt and about the Trump coalition, and we will be talking to her and so many other things. I'm Andrew Klavan. This is The Andrew Klavan Show. The Andrew Klavan Show is produced by Robert Sterling. Executive producer, Jeremy Boring. Senior producer, Jonathan Hay. Our supervising producer is Mathis Glover. And our technical producer is Austin Stevens. Edited by Emily Jai. Audio is mixed by Mike Cormina. Hair and makeup is by Jesua Alvera. The Andrew Klavan Show is a Daily Wire Forward Publishing production. Copyright Forward Publishing 2018.